KCC311 for week number 6. We're going to be creating maps like this in My Maps. We're going to be doing them from a spreadsheet. No KML file needed. So in order to do this process, we need a spreadsheet, and you have this one accessible in Blackboard. It is a spreadsheet of all the Divvy bicycle stations in Chicago. If you're in Chicago, you know the Divvy Bike. It's a bike share program. The stations are located all throughout the city, and anybody can check out a bike and ride it wherever they like to go. So Divvy Bike is geographical information because it have latitude and longitude. I have addresses. All of this is geographical information. So I should be able to take this spreadsheet and put it up on a map. Another step I need to do with this, though, I need to download it. So if you click File here, Download as Microsoft Excel. I've already done this process on my computer, but that's the process you would walk through here. Download that spreadsheet, and then we can map it. All right, so once you download this map with geographical data, you can go to your Kendall email up here, click here, Google Drive. This is the process we did in week 4 and week 5, and start a brand new Google My Map. We walked through that process before, so hopefully that's become a little more familiar. Once you get to this new map, the new map, you're going to import that spreadsheet data. Here it says KML. We did that last week. That was McDonald's. In this case, we're going to pick this Divvy station, so the Divvy bicycle information. I'm clicking that, and I'm going to open it. It takes a second, and now KML, all the information is right there in the file. Here, I got to tell My Maps a little bit about where to put the points. And first thing, I got to say latitude and longitude. Yeah, that's the position. That's the geographical data. So that's going to be good. And then it says a title. Well, what am I looking at? I'm looking at Divvy Bike Station. So you see here it says the name. In other words, the name of the station. Sounds good to me. So I click that. Basically, I just told it where to put the dots. And the maps thinks a little bit. There's over 500 stations, so it'll take a little bit of time. But ta-da, it doesn't. It creates for me a map from my geographical data. All I needed was to import that spreadsheet into Google My Maps. So I walked through the process here. If you like the visual or to read through it, what did I just do? I downloaded that spreadsheet data. That's up on Blackboard for you to download. Get to Google My Maps through your Kendall email. Upload that spreadsheet into Google My Maps, and then KML just does it automatically. But here you had to select the data, the latitude and longitude, and you had to select a title for your points. But you do all that, ta-da, you get that little map. All right, next step. We've got the map. This is the absolute most basic, and it's a good start. But what next thing I want to do is I want to make it a little less boring. All these points are blue. They're just plain dots. If you go back to the Divvy station data, you see, yeah, it has geographical data, but it also has some quantitative data here. And this says capacity. That's, in other words, saying that's how many bicycles are at each station. Okay, so that's quantitative data. In other words, I could look at all these dots instead of just saying, hey, they're blue dots. I could say some are dark blue because they have more bicycles. Some are light blue because they have less. How am I going to get about that? Uniform style. Click that. Uniform means everything's all the same. But no, I want to make them not uniform. I want to go down here and style by the capacity. How many bicycles? So I click capacity. There we go. I got all these different colors. Those different colors are saying, hey, these red ones might have fewer bikes, and these green, olive green have more bikes, and purple maybe have a ton of bikes. I'm not sure. And because the colors are all over the place, a little wacky here, it's hard for me to tell. But in this little menu, it also says ranges. I'm going to click the ranges. Now the ranges, this helps me. It says dark, more bicycles. Light, less bicycles. And you can make more, if you want to say 12 different ranges from really dark to medium to light. These are your call. That's a stylistic thing. Maybe I'll pick 7 right in the middle. And guess what? More style. You can pick different colors. You want black and white. You want the bright pink. Hey, go for it. But this is letting me see dark colors, more bicycles. Light colors, less bicycles. And if I close out this menu, you can see it actually gives you the scale right away. It says that these dark dots right here, that is more between 47 and 51 bicycles. So that's a lot, and these lighter ones are up to 15 bicycles. So what have I done now? Uploaded the data, but then you can also style it, and that will distinguish the dots based on how many bicycles. All right, if you are liking the visual take on that, what did I do to style that? On my map, you have to click Uniform Style. Then you have to group the places by, and then Style by Data menu. I picked capacity in this case, and then hit the ranges, because the first time the colors were all over the place, but if you hit the ranges, it'll go from light blue up to dark blue. You do all that, ta-da, you're going to get one of these styled maps. The very last thing I want to talk about is because when you can create a map from a spreadsheet, you can create a colored map from a spreadsheet. These are all good things, but for week number 6, we're going to need to download these maps as well. So in order to do that, you need to be able to take a screenshot of this map and be able to paste that into a graphic. So if you're not familiar with how to take a screenshot on your computer, please reach out and I'll walk you through the process. But on my computer, on a PC, I need to hit Control and Print Screen buttons at the same time, and it gives me this little menu and it says, hey, go ahead and pick a region. So I highlight it up here like this, and now what I can do now is I can go back to my drive, I can go to New, I can go to Google Drawings. This is what we did before, and in Google Drawing I can now paste that map. Control V makes it paste, and now I've got that map right here, and I can put in a title. I can say my first Google map. You have the idea that you are going to take this geographical data, you're going to upload it to Google My Maps, and you're going to need to take a screenshot and put it into a Google Drawing. Now, there's a couple more details about this whole process for the week 6 assignment, but if you can understand these 3 things, these are the absolute basics for the week number 6 assignment. Questions? Please reach out on an email.